What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Kennedy, joined today by Sean Petrucci. How we doing, Sean?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Can't complain. Listen, before we do talk about this news today, everyone be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're going live before and after every Yankees game this season. You guys know the deal. But we have breaking news. Had to hop on really quick. The Yankees acquired Rougned Odor from the Texas Rangers. Not entirely sure what the package is just yet that the Yankees sent away for him. I'm assuming it's not going to be much just because Odor is like one of those guys that hasn't been good in a couple years. And the Rangers are eating the majority of his contract as well. I'm just very confused, Sean. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't really see where Odor fits with this team. The Yankees already have multiple hitters on the bench that kind of like fill that Odor role. The only thing that would kind of make sense here is if someone else is hurt, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the only way he fits on this team because it's not like they're just gonna get rid of Dietrich and just replace him with Odor at the
Yeah, and
alternate site or something like that. So this is
that's
weird.
exactly my thing. It's like I kind of put like Dietrich and Odor in the same class as far as like
Yeah,
players
the
go.
same
I
player.
mean,
Yeah.
and Dietrich isn't even on the roster now.
No,
So then it leads me to believe, what are you doing with Odor?
maybe they're just fed up with Tyler Wade and they want to get rid of him. I mean that's another option. Or the third option is somebody's hurt.
Speaking of the Tyler Wade option, I think that if they were fed up with him, they would just call up Dietrich or Estrada in his spot. They wouldn't go out and trade for Rougned Odor. Looking at Odor's stats, he played 38 games last year, batted 167 with a 209 on base. I mean, if we want to go back to like 2019 with like a larger sample size, he
Yeah.
played 145 games, hit 30 home runs, batted 205 with a 283 on base. I mean, like he's a decent slugger, I guess, but
Yeah,
he's just not a good hitter at all.
no, he can't even get on base at a
No.
300 clip. So as long as we're not paying a whole bunch of money for him, it seems like we're not paying anything for him, to be honest. So, I mean, I guess it's not a bad option. I mean, if he is replacing Tyler Wade, I guess I'm okay with it because we all
Do
know
you
Tyler
think
Wade
he
doesn't
will
bring
though?
much. I don't know. This is a huge head scratcher for me and everybody else, I'm sure.
I'm gonna be honest with you. First thing that kind of popped into my head when I saw the tweet notification from Jeff Passan saying that the Yankees acquired him, I got vibes from when we traded for Edwin Encarnacion in 2019, just because it was like so random, like
Yeah,
out of
just
out
out
of
of nowhere.
nowhere.
Yeah, yeah,
But like Encarnacion actually had a place on this team. I
yeah. I
don't see
mean,
where Odor's place is, Sean.
the only places, and even let's say someone who's starting got hurt, you're really going to go out and trade for Odor to replace him? They've never done that, and all these injuries they've had, they've always had guys to bring them
No, I
up.
know.
So
Also,
I
I
don't
mean,
think it's injury.
yeah. Also, I feel like if it was an injury, we would hear about the injury prior
Exactly.
to the trade.
Exactly. Yeah. And even last night, like people are saying, oh, Glaber and Judge got taken out, but Boone said they're fine after the
Yeah,
game.
and
He's like, I'm just
it
getting off their feet. So
it was a 7-0 game. They've played every game
exactly
this
that
season
too.
so
Yeah.
far.
So I don't know, man. This is weird.
No, yeah. I mean, listen, Rougned Odor is one of those guys that's just out there, right? I mean, we know about the whole incident with Jose Batista a couple years ago. He's had multiple incidents after that. It just doesn't seem like a move that the Yankees would be making, especially like this early on in the season, which is, I guess, why it's so confusing. But don't get me wrong, like when Odor is like at his best, like he's a decent player. Like if you want to go back to 2018, for example, it seems like he either has the power or he has the ability to get on base. He can't really seem to put both together because in 2018 he only hit 18 home runs, but he did bat 253 with a 326 on base percentage.
Okay.
So it's very interesting to see like what player the Yankees are going to be trying to get out of him. Because like if they are just looking for like some lefty pop off the bench, don't you already have that in Mike Talkman?
Yeah. I think the only way he fits on the team is if because first of all, you're not trading him just to put him down at the alternate site. That makes no sense.
No, yeah.
I think it has to be Tyler Wade's gone. I think that's the only logical option. Unless there's just hidden injury news that we don't know about.
But okay, we could say that like Rougned Odor coming to the Yankees would signal Tyler Wade being sent down, like because that's like a logical theory. But isn't the whole reason Tyler Wade was on the roster to begin with because he's the only other guy that plays shortstop? I don't think Odor plays shortstop.
I don't think he does either. I think he's just a second baseman, right?
Yeah, I mean, looking at his fielding history in his career, he's never played shortstop before. So
Maybe they're comfortable with Gio playing short, and they're like, we don't need Tyler anymore.
let me
Like,
ask you a question: Does Rougned Odor play under or over 50 games for the Yankees this season?
I think it all just depends on. We need more context with this whole trade before you could. Because if he is replacing Tyler Wade, I'm going to say over. Because Tyler Wade's already
Probably,
played 4
right?
games. Tyler Wade's been in every game, I'm pretty sure, besides maybe one of them.
I'm just listen. I wish I had like more context for the trade, just because
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
so
I'm saying.
confused right now as to like what the Yankees thought process is. But I mean, like looking at the salary, Jeff Passan says Texas is expected to absorb almost the entirety of the $27 million owed to Odor. He's due $12 million this year, $12 million next year, and then a $3 million buyout on a $13 million club option in 2023. So like he's under contract for the next 2 seasons.
It makes you think that maybe the Yankees gave up someone pretty decent for him, since he's under some control and we're not paying a dime, it seems like.
But what
I
was the
hope it's not.
reason?
I know. This is. I'm going to go with it's replacing Tyler Wade. At least that's what my heart wants.
What
I
if
mean, I
Tyler
don't know.
Wade is in the deal?
I mean,
That would
then
make sense.
That would make perfect sense.
Because does Tyler Wade have any options?
You know, he's been up and down so much.
He might. I have no idea. All
I
I
don't
know
think
that
he does. But
listen, like I'm gonna like wrap up this conversation with this just because like it's just a complete mess, I guess. Like that's the only way to describe it. Like sure, Rougned Odor is a solid player, like when he's locked in, but also it's like the Yankees necessarily don't need him.
no,
And I hope
they
that they
don't.
didn't give up any valuable prospects for him because
Yes.
I feel like he's literally taking Derek Dietrich and hitting copy and paste. I don't see any major difference between Derek Dietrich and Rougned Odor, except Rougned Odor is under contract for the next couple seasons. And also, Derek Dietrich is more versatile on the field. So if
Yeah, I
anything,
mean,
I would go with Dietrich over Odor.
I agree with that. I definitely do. And I trust Brian Cashman in a way where we all know how he loves his prospects. I don't think he'd give up anyone good for Rougned Odor. To be
Yeah,
completely
could you
honest.
imagine?
Yeah, like that would be a shocker considering Cashman's history and prospects. So
Yeah.
I don't think we have to be worried about that. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Listen, it's going to be interesting. For all we know, speaking of Brian Cashman, Rougned Odor is going to come to the Bronx, hit like 40 home runs this season,
Exactly.
turn into an absolute monster. That's just how these trades kind of go usually. But listen, hopefully we find out some more information regarding like I'd love to hear like Brian Cashman or Aaron Boone like speak on what they plan on using Odor for. Love to hear it. Maybe it's just
sure
for the
we
Ray
will.
series to get a brawl going. I don't know. But yeah, on that note, we will see you guys next time. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We're going live before and after every Yankees game this season. You guys know that. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Follow us for more Odor stuff, I guess, right? That's our new guy.
I guess so, yeah.
Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.